some heroes that we've seen on the same team before, like the Void and the Death Prophet, used to be a very strong
Very
combo.
nice start.
I guess so. Yeah.
Perhaps this could have been a time zone game and playing it in a different position for carry, but I think if you're playing carry, you want Chronosphere 10 out of 10 times.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Baboka, Spirit Siphon applied. Good calls. We'll talk about that hero in just a bit. Baboka able to ride away on his horse.
Oh, Ducalis got greedy.
Blood grenade applied now, and that is a death for him.
Yeah. A little bit less embarrassing. Maybe people don't notice it.
I think I should still play anyway.
He was so greedy there. He just ran down the lane and threw out a crit
the
form.
Brambles, they're going to chase DM. Going to be able to outpace the Cold Feet. And the Goose will continue. Flyfly wants to try to turn around to kill off 9 class, but he was going to die anyway.
It's very cool to watch this being played. Nice catch here mid from no one. They get the Brambles too. Emo, serious damage taken.
Oh, he's going to bring the Void Spirit back into the fray though as Ollie joins the fight, and no one now on the retreat. Will barely live. Okay, I say that. He ends up dying anyway.
There's that case in point with Void Spirit. Sure, you're not level 6 yet, but
to scare the rest off. But 9 class making his way over as well. The Terrorize on top of the Bramble. Is there any other connection? Absolutely. 9 class comes in with the melee Bedlam. 9 class will likely be traded, but that is a huge kill going out for Paravision. Crippling Fear ending for Flyfly now as the shield crash connects onto Ducalis. And that's going to be a support kill, so 2 for 1, 2 supports for the mid laner.
No one's sticking around.
Not over yet. To simulate away.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Flyfly continuing, still has that ult activated, of course, and now the Crippling Fear on top of the Void Spirit. He's in a lot of trouble. No one stuck around too long. Satanic. Chronosphere only onto 1 as the zip into the other side of the Chrono from Emo. They will lose their Night Stalker, but Satanic, he will be brought down to his knees. Now the AA Blast greeting DM.
Damn.
And some way, somehow, Yakult brothers have made this work.
Yeah, look at him go. It's got more mana onto Emo. The brothers don't stop.
That's right.
Oh, they stop now.
Okay, well.
The brothers stop.
That was a good effort.
9 class. Okay, he wants to get in there. He's
another Bedlam. That's a low cooldown.
He's in trouble now.
Spirit Siphon, or Spirit Vessel, I should say, applied to him right now. Emo.
Oh, boy.
A couple more zips and 1 swashbuckle for the road as Paravision, despite all the good things that have happened in the last minute and a half.
He got none of the kills, so he's only been getting assist gold, unfortunately for him. Beyond, gonna find Ducalis, still only level 5 on the Death Prophet. Easy pick, and now 9 class. No way out of this one, you would think.
Well, gets the Shadow Realm off, and looking for the Terrorize. Could just TP out potentially. Beyond, he will swashbuckle to death.
Flyfly will be
fine. Smoke. Got the Rolling Thunder and the Orchid on Emo. That should lead to the kill onto no one. No escape this time for him. Ollie buys a Midas on AA. That's a blast from the past right there.
An Ice Blast from the past, if you will.
LOL.
An Ice Blast from the present. Not enough. Oh, Ducalis gonna get spotted here. He has Glimmer, but they have the Dust.
They do.
Trying for a TP out. Not gonna happen. Emo will finish the job.
Now Flyfly gonna pound away at the tier 2. There's a defense mounting though. No one with a double Astral into the Aether Remnant. The Will-O-Wisp to try to counteract this though. BKB just delivered by Flyfly. He's gonna activate it immediately. No one left to simulate away. AA Blast will be avoided as a result. But Emo, with the help of Beyond, looking to finish off the Void Spirit. No one is done.
Where's Satanic?
He's stunned up by the Cold Feet as Beyond hits him on the way out.
Wait, what happened? Satanic doesn't have TP?
Oh, but the TP is going to be canceled thanks to the Chronosphere. Do they have any follow-up, though? They don't need it. That is more than enough damage from Satanic. Emo takes out 9 class, though, as Beyond drops to the deck. As Satanic trying to continue on to Baboka. Emo still has a decent amount of mana to work with, and of course has that second life, but it matters not for Baboka. Can't save him. The Bash looking for it? No.
But at the end of the day, they kind of got a decent result out of it, surprisingly.
Yep, they did not burn the Aegis. Emo burns a BKB. It'll be at the reward of 9 class, though, and this should be the Aegis now. Oh, okay, never mind.
Class will get a shard in the grave. Emo keeps going.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Gets the zip on into the Void Spirit. The silence to follow. Will-O-Wisp is going to miss. Onto the high ground they go to try to take out no one again, and they will be successful. Ducalis, in the meantime, surrounded and taken out as well. So, 30-minute rune. Ult activated by the Night Stalker. They give up the DD rune to Emo, though. Now the Crippling Fear upon the Dark Willow. They find no one, though. That's a big prize. Another death for him, as 9 class is cleaned up shortly after. Now the AA Blast reserved for the Bristleback, as DM tries to retreat, but the Will-O-Wisp brings them back into the fray. Chronosphere still available, as Ollie's going to be taken out by Satanic eventually. To the high ground, the Death Prophet goes, but 3 dead for PARIVISION. They're bleeding out.
Oh, he froze.
Satanic will have to beat KB. Actually, Chronosphere to take out the Storm Spirit. That's a huge kill. Gonna get the Pango apparently as well. Nope. Able to get the shield crash off. But the bashes continue onto the Night Stalker. Fly is dead. Satanic, a one-man army on top of Beyond. Time dilation. Not gonna be enough to catch up here. Salvages that fight single-handedly.
It's not. What's his name? I can't remember. Anyway, you and Mike Tyson would get along well, because that was a very funny clip.
Is that the same person?
Yep. Okay.
Oh, boy.
I think so.
All right, Rolling Thunder from Beyond. Not able to find any stuns here. There's no one. Getting gone on again. He does have the BKB this time. Fly. Already popped his with a Crippling Fear. No one. Can see Astral Step on the Fly, trying to run away. They have the dust. They see him now, but they can't catch up. Night Stalker too elusive right now. As DM. They see the AA. Almost 3-shot him. Still no kills here.
Wow.
Violence onto the Pango. Can't get to the other side of the cliff. Gonna get chased, but has the swashbuckle. Now the time dilation. Gets his roll up off. But he's gonna get slowed to a crawl as the AA Blast is coming, but likely all for naught for the Pango. Meanwhile, they do eventually find the Night Stalker. Ooh, Resonant Pulse. Last moment is enough. So 2 big core kills.
But yeah, this is the story of a lot of carry Night Stalker games. I say as if there's been a lot of them.
DM.
Oh, hang on.
Gets opened up on. AA Blast hits. They just want to try to get the Wisdom Shrine, but it's not going to be. Oh, Emo actually jumps back in. Did they actually cancel the TPs to help DM? I feel like that might have just happened. So Emo gets the Shrine. It's a pretty damn good one.
How do they kill this guy? I think they're just not going to try. But at the same time, Emo down bot will get opened on.
Going to get stunned on the right side of your screen. Emo will be able to zip away, though. But in the meantime, Ducalis and his Exorcism are no joke. Applying a lot of pressure to this tier 2 top. It's Astral Step now on the other side from Noah. They're going to focus on the Coddle instead. Baboka is dead right next to his fountain. He has no way to get back into the game either. As a Terrorize on top of the Pangolier. Do they have enough damage to actually rip through this? Ducalis is taken out eventually by Fly. They do find the Pango in the end. Some huge kills for PARIVISION if they can get away on no one. Astral Steps to the other side. A nice Chronosphere. Going to hold one in place. Keeps no one alive as well, but he gets the AA blasted to the face. Satanic going in very deep, but Fly eating a creep to stay alive. Still has that ability to traverse terrain. Satanic trying to chase, but Emo able to get to the other side of the wall. Pops the BKB as he walks away with no mana to speak of. 3 dead for Yakult, and PARIVISION have only lost 1 support.
Yeah, Emo's Butler is dead.
Yep.
They're caught with their pants down there. They're way out.
DM is no joke. You don't need Satanic. Fly. Gonna be spotted here eventually. Gets silenced, forced out the BKB and ult as well. The Rolling Thunder along with the zip onto the bot side, but they're gonna re-aggress as Emo's already out of mana here. Satanic is who they want to kill. Has the Chronosphere at the ready, but able to get away pretty cleanly right now as the Will-O-Wisp will be cleaned up as well. As 9 class having a battle against Night Stalker apparently. No one will join the fight. Curse Crown about to activate. And Fly should be going down. 90 seconds of no Night Stalker. Ice Blast will scout them out, but Night Stalker actually pops his ult.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go for this, right? You can't just give them this for free. So even if they get the Aegis, you still want to fight Emo.
Big ol' zip from Emo. The Chronosphere used. He actually kills off Roche, so the snatch for Satanic. He gets what he really wanted, which is that Aegis. Looks like the Night Stalker's going to be able to finish off the Death Prophet. In the meantime, Satanic can go to town on Emo with the 2 lives available, and their base is getting decimated by creeps right now. Will-O-Wisp not going to have too much of an effect as Fly in a 2 versus 1 right now. No one will pop the BKB as SyndereN wants to join the party onto killing this Night Stalker. He's going to pick up the Invis. No, he's not. He's going to fake it out. The Aether Remnant not going to hit. And this is a very long chase, but well worth it as Night Stalker in the grave for 90 seconds. So they've lost 1 tier 4 to the creeps during that engagement.
And SyndereN still has a chrono because he got the refresher. And he's going to find Emo.
There it is. Does he have the damage? Aether Remnant just in case. SyndereN double kill. Buyback is available for Emo. Again, they should be pretty confident that Night Stalker does not have his. So they'll go for the game win in this game 1. SyndereN with the time walk. Reverse time walk now. The Hex coming out. AA Blast to follow. SyndereN. That's going to be life number 1 in all likelihood. They actually get to the other side. Is he actually going to survive this? And Emo has to go back to base. SyndereN is super low, about to crack to that AA Blast, but no. The zip.
Good thing he waited.
The 2 lines align in the end. So that's life number 1 for SyndereN. Last tier 4 will fall. Going to try to blow everything onto SyndereN, but there's only so much they can do. Electric Vortex to start for Emo. Pop the BKB. DM. He gets hit once. He's like, okay, never mind. Emo doesn't want to deal with the Bristleback right now. Still no GG's call. 20 seconds on the Night Stalker, but the buildings, or the building, I should say, will fall before that surely. Will-O-Wisp going to be a bit of an annoyance as 9 class with the Terrorize onto the Storm Spirit. SyndereN. Time dilation, but no bashes to come. Instead, he's going to reserve his right clicks for the Ancient. We'll actually have to re-aggress.
This is dicey now.
Yeah, it's a bit. They don't have that great of building damage, it seems. The SyndereN does eventually fall. 90 seconds on the deck, and now no one left alone with the other 2 members of PARIVISION. And Beyond and company will try to defend with all their heart. They will do
succeed.
so.
Yep, this is not over yet.
As the Bristleback cleaned up eventually. Double kill for Fly.
It was about 95-5 before they died, right? After they got the Megas. That one fight, it's... Well, you've talked about this. We don't know how much.
All right, yeah. Well, that's a good start.
That's one of them.
9 class, Abyssal Bladed, and Evaporates.
You control the map very, very well. Gotta be careful about how you go out.
Looks like the focus right now is onto SyndereN. He's Ice Blasted. He's crippling feared. He's stunned. Lotus applied. He gets off the timeout at the last moment, though.
Oh, my God,
to the left
he's
side,
low.
barely survives. And a DM, all he ties to a neutral creep at 49 minutes. Ducalis eventually will drop. So including that kill earlier on 9 class, it's a 2 for 1. And DM gonna slow this Pango to a crawl. Aether Remnant is there as well. And SyndereN.
Dilation owns this hero.
Absolutely. That's a buyback onto the AA. They have another one for Beyond if he needs to expend it.
Effectively trapping his Storm. They're onto the Bristle in mid.
They're going to start things out on the Bristol. Maybe not the best target. Terrorized right now. Hitting the Night Stalker. They force out the Pango buyback. There's the Pango. They find a connection again onto 9 class. And again doesn't have buyback. We'll see if PARIVISION want to take it a little bit easy in this 4 versus 5. Of course, creeps are continuing to enter the base with the Mega Creep advantage. They find Fly, though. The Yules.
Okay, got Wind Waker. He has BKB.
And he does get off the BKB. Still could die within it, though, if he's not careful. No one. Actually pops a little bit premature BKB. The Astral Step to follow. SyndereN continuing to try to chase. The Aether Remnant is going to bring him back. The Hex now onto SyndereN. He does have his Chronosphere at the ready. Will actually fake it out as Emo dodging to the other side. Going to the north now as DM will greet him. Fly feels like this is a constant chase on the Night Stalker.
He has Silver Edge again. He might
able to get out. They don't have vision.
No one has gem.
Fine.
No one has gem. He's not going to check north. He's checking south. And
wait.
Oh my God. This is
he
crazy.
Survives, but the Mega Creep's a constant thing you have to deal with. Hell yeah, we all missed that one.
When you think back through the history of neutral items, there were some that were just stupid.
Caught in the Bramble. DM here as well. Doesn't have BKB for 10 seconds as 9 class again deleted. He seems to be the choice for Yakult as Fly trying to apply some pressure to Ducalis. Spirit Siphon doing a good amount of work. He's actually super low.
He's gonna eat
barely get out for now. Eats a creep. Emo very low on mana as Fly trying to use the terrain to his advantage as the Rolling Thunder coming in from beyond. Tons of creeps in the base that poor AA has to deal with somehow.
In the meantime, they killed Emo with no one in Satanic.
Oh,
he has no buyback.
2 minutes on the deck. That's a huge one in favor of PARIVISION.
He did not
going to
use
do too
Chrono.
much, and Kata looks next on the list for PARIVISION, and now the Exorcism to try to get the Ancient to finally explode, and they're going to have a network deficit with this win. Oh, the buyback just came.
Oh, he
for
just got it
Storm,
ready.
though.
Okay, it's just still not over then.
They're going to continue to hit this building. Fortification is up as the Satanic is going to get hexed. They're going to put everything they can onto this Void, but he's fine. Just turns around and right-clicks a bit onto Flyfly. The Nullifier applied as well. He's dead. Does have buyback, of course. Expends it immediately. 9 Class finally found his. He buys back in addition. Building. Still exposed here as Ducal is getting super low. Doesn't have Exorcism for much longer. They finally force out the Fortification. They're still going for these heroes. They can probably just go all in on the buildings now if they really want.
Yeah,
as DM is doing exactly that. We'll be able to find it in the end as GG is called. They want a couple more kills for the road before the Ancient explodes. PARIVISION versus Yakult has already started off with a bang. 53-minute game. PARIVISION takes it.
Earthshaker gives them a lot of the, I'd say, mid-game stuns that they were lacking.
9 Class will go for a shackle onto Flyfly. With the help of DM, big damage.
Yep, Stomp to follow as well. As Flyfly will take another double edge, and the last right click is what was needed for 9 Class. Might drop to Ollie's right click, although his innate goes off, so will live. He will get it. And he's off to a pretty good start.
Well, you say that.
Yeah, it gets off the fissure onto 2. Baboka made his way over the skewer onto the high ground and actually gets solo XP for that.
Yeah, I made sure Emo got nothing there.
Satanic. See how fast of a battlefield you can get this game. That's he doesn't have skewer. Okay, well, he didn't have mana for that. All right. Well, don't see that every day.
Be careful making mistakes around this kid. He'll take advantage immediately.
And we got the shackle in the bot lane into the hoof stomp. Good amount of damage on the Flyfly.
Oh, they're also going to get Beyond up top. Nicely
Beyond
played.
goes down to the Fury swipes as DM. Actually, it gets closer to the tower and tanks a little bit too much. Other side of the trees, one more right click will do it. So Baboka ends up netting himself a kill. Another one, in fact. Will pop the smoke as DM coming in, and no one, like you said, comes in invisibly, blocks him off. Hoof stomp to follow. They're fighting for the Wisdom Shrine. This is probably a bigger deal as Flyfly literally flies off the map. And it's Baboka. Oh! Gets the skewer again. We're seeing they get the shrine onto Ollie. And both.
Yep. If only someone had told you that a minute ago.
Man.
He's still level 3.
He's still level 3.
9 Class level 3.
Shockwave onto 2. They're going to skewer the level 3 Shadow Shaman. Not sure if you heard about that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us in the last 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Flyfly gets the kill.
Good start for Yakult, though. Overall.
Yeah, it feels like we've said this.
Yeah.
Definitely a different game, though, as
Emo calling Ducal's bluff here. Has the Fate's Edict, though, but reinforcements are arriving.
Ollie and Flyfly, along with Baboka, making their presence known. Ducalis are going to turn this around onto the Storm Spirit, though. They actually delete him. Baboka looks next on the list. The Eclipse does nothing. Flyfly trying to run away, but the fissure is godly. They can turn this into another kill. This would be huge, and the shackle is there. It should ensure it. Satanic takes another one home. Man, oh man, what a turn of events.
So much for a good start. I think Echo Slam has always been a spell that's about feel, because when you... Oh, hang on. We're going to see DM being killed here. Do you know what I mean if I say there's some with spells like that, you just need to have enough experience of, oh, this is how much it usually deals, and then kind of play by that.
They're showing off the Blink Dagger for no one with the Echo Slam onto Emo. But the RP onto several heroes. Baboka not able to follow it up, though. DM with the Stampede. Kind of all alone now. PARIVISION as a whole doesn't look like they want to fight. Pops the Blade Mail. Eclipse still rips through him. So maybe a bit of miscommunication for PARIVISION, but...
Under attack.
Emo gonna zip in for the rune. Does get it, but it might cost him. But the huge RP from Baboka. He is waiting. Echo Slam, though, to counteract this with the shackle onto the Storm Spirit. One more right click suffices. Double kill for Ducalis. That was looking really good, then really bad, then really good for PARIVISION. 4 dead for Yakult, and all it cost them is an Oracle.
And that Oracle doesn't even give them experience.
Oh my god,
no.
is this actually going to be a solo kill on the Fly?
Oh, you betcha.
Satanic,
No way
one
out
more
of this one.
attack will do it. A full team wipe, no emotion on his face. No one knows how it's done.
He's had more years to develop that. DM is probably dead.
Yes, and no one with the enchant. Emo, he's pretty low. The double edge to come into the fissure. They get the trade, which should never have been a thing.
Excellent fast skewers into 3-hero RPs. There's another one. This is only on a support though, but nothing
Satanic comes in. He actually kills Baboka before Ducalis dies and gets a second on top of it.
I think Storm, realistically, with like human reaction times, probably will get hit twice by Earth at least.
No, Fly. Echo slams back up for no one. It's going to start with the Enchant Totem, the Fissure to follow. They don't need it. They got more members where that came from.
Hogging it for now, and it would be Arcane for no one. Oh, Emo wanted it. Oh, okay. He's still got
Hex. Gonna get Hex from the other side. The RP to follow, though. They're going to be able to take out Rasa to start things out. A big wall as well, but you can see the net worth advantage paying off as the false promise on the Satanic. The Storm Spirit gets deleted by the Echo from no one. Fly doing circles around the tree. Actually, Satanic in a bit of trouble here. All alone in this 1 versus 2. This is going to be a ginormous kill for Yakult. The Satanic will taunt and eventually be brought down. Meanwhile, though,
you keep the game alive with another great play from Baboka, setting the whole thing up in a 4-man back wall, but back to business. Satanic.
Whoa, gets the bash. Oh. Yep. Deer are delicious. I can attest to that. And, Echo Slam already used, baby. But the RP gonna save the Storm. See if the rest of the team can connect with PARIVISION as the Stampede. His pop, 9 class joins them.
That's
no one
RP
now on the high
back
ground.
wall for 0 kills.
Yeah, far there's Yules. That's pretty much no force staff as of yet. And the zip in from Emo. Tries to find one, but the Stampede and now 9 class with the Hex to get away. Oh, they're going to try to turn this. DM, hoof stomp. Oh, the Echo is too slow from no one as Emo and company able to clean up their intended target, which was Ollie. Or 9 class, that is. Ollie is the trade. So support for support. Into the trees. They actually do TP out. Satanic. Gonna smoke up with the rest of his team as Baboka RPs and Illusion. Smoke didn't even pop. Now it does. Gonna be greeted by the real members. He gets eaten up by the bear. No one with the Echo Slam onto the Luna. Fly. Butterfly doing a pretty good job of letting him evade some of these attacks as he tries to run away. Earthshock to follow. Vacuum. Try to kite Satanic. Remember, he's going to get those right clicks off, though. The bash comes, but at the last moment, Emo comes to save the day. Trying to turn this around, but Emo, he's going to be the sacrifice instead. It's a 3-for-1. They do save Fly, but at what cost, SyndereN? Nullifier onto Beyond.
That's right, Breaky. He's going to get him here.
Bash. Hoof stomp to follow. That's a buyback on the Emo. They really want this bear. Satanic in a lot of trouble now. He will fall.
Get him. Okay.
So 3 dead for PARIVISION. Double buyback required from Yakult.
That was expensive. Oh, you'll get more?
Yeah, Emo basically out of mana. Nice fissure from no one, blocking off a majority of the team here. But I do believe the Centaur will fall regardless. Now, I think the question is, how fast does Roche spawn here? Satanic starting it off already at half health, and this is going to go pretty fast. Emo ready to zip in. This is going to be big. Does zip in, but Satanic gets the Aegis and the Roche as DM is killing.
Oh my god.
He kills Ollie with just a blade mail. Oh my goodness.
Fast. And I mean, you can't do anything at that point.
Boy.
You have to just assume that the blade mill is going to be cast, right?
Yeah.
Baboka might fancy this. No. Specifically against him.
Oh, okay. We have Baboka with the opening onto no one. Has to use his Echo Slam. And they actually get the connection onto the Luna. Satanic gonna try to beat him down inside the snake area. Fissure gonna block him off a little bit more. Just continuing to right click away. And now it's a 1v1 battle. Gets the bash off. Satanic gonna get help. from DM very soon, surely. Feels like he can't do enough without the MKB. Flyfly just barely survives. They've only lost 1 on the side of PARIVISION, but Yakult lose 0.
How is that the end result of that? Satanic, this would be the dream find.
Oh boy. Beyond gets the instant hex, Emo. Electric Vortex, Impetus doing quite a bit as well. Satanic pops the BKB and the Enrage though, and destroys Emo. And now the Echo Slam comes out from no one onto 2. He'll retreat shortly after as Satanic, his sights are set on the Darkseer. He gets skewered away. Still false promise. Is he going to survive through this is the question. They get the nice shackle though onto the Luna in the meantime. Just absolutely stuck in this corner. JK, there's a river there. Flyfly gonna take the enchant totem, and finally Satanic coming in for the last right click. It's enough. And Ollie will follow suit to the grave, so 4 dead for Yakult. And that will seal the deal surely for PARIVISION if they're able to get that as well as Baboka. He's found out. Hex counter initiate though. Fissure comes out as DM with a nice juicy double edge. Pops the blade mail. Flyfly getting tickled. To the high ground. There's the zip in. Echo Slam onto the Luna. Where's the big bad bear is the question. No one doing so much work. Just a double echo. How does he solo that? That is insane. And guess who comes to the party? It's Satanic. They didn't even need him. Double kill for him now. Likely a triple to follow. Nope. No one steals it. He deserves it though after solo killing Luna.
Yeah, it says it in all chat. Oh, that's funny.
The true bad manners.
Echo, so the combo was Echo into Fissure into Enchant Totem, Refresh, Fissure, Enchant Totem, Echo. So he did it in reverse order basically the second time.
Man. Buyback onto the Luna. I'm going to start things out on Ollie, but Satanic wants to get the buildings first just to ensure that they get the Mega Creep. Stampede actually finishes off 1 support. Only 2 remaining now for Yakult. And Satanic having a field day. That is another team wipe, and that is the end of the series. PARIVISION 2-0 in style.
Yeah, these guys are good. I think if there's any doubt right now in this tournament who seems to be the highest average performing carry player, he's on your screens right now.